It's been some time since I've recorded a video. This is Knitter's Life. My name is Shannon. I am Whiskey and Wool on both Ravelry and Instagram. That's where you can find. I have not been posting much on either site because I've had a big life update, and this video is going to focus on that. I moved from where I lived for 10 years to a new place, and it's a little smaller. Not to get too into the weeds here, because I blogged parts of the process, which I'm going to show you next, and then I'll come back and do a little wrap up. But there's won't be any knitting really in this episode, other than me just talking to you about what's been happening knitting wise. But before we get into that, I did want to share that in the midst of all of this chaos of moving, about 2 weeks before I moved, I got a new little guy. This is Aegon, also known as Egg or Huevo. He is a Scottish fold. He's so freaking gorgeous. His color is called black shaded golden, so he kind of looks like has mountain lion colorway, like a dun. Sorry about that. He stepped on the computer like cats do and shut everything down. So here I am back. Yeah, so his color is my other cat, which if you've been here a while, you know I have a 9-year-old British short hair. He is black shaded silver, so I have a black shaded gold and black shaded silver now. I've wanted a cat, an orangey colored cat, for a long time that I could call Egg. And if you know Game of Thrones, the name Aegon is from Game of Thrones, and the nickname is Egg, like an egg. And I wanted an orangey kitty to call Egg or Huevo, the Spanish version of Egg. So I now have him, and the timing was terrible, but he, this breed, I didn't care whether it was British Shorthair or Scottish Fold. They're like close cousins in cat breeds, and I was really actually leaning more towards a British Shorthair because I've heard of some health issues that Scottish Folds can have. This guy is so healthy though. And what happened, the timing of it, I had been, the breed can sell for up to $3,000, and that's way more than I wanted to spend, especially at this time. And I knew that getting a new kitten was on my radar for, because I was moving, and I suddenly would have the ability to have a second cat, because where I was living before, I could only have one. And I've wanted my other cat to have a companion. So yeah, the little clip that you watched just before this intro was the first day I brought him home. What happened was that the breeder had 2 cats, and he kept reducing the price, and he was very close to my house, where I lived before, just a couple miles away, neighboring town. And he dropped his prices pretty low, pretty close to $1,000. So I just went ahead and bought this guy. I hope that's not bad taste to talk about pricing of things. I find it useful when people talk about prices, and it kind of annoys me when people don't talk about prices. So hopefully that that's all okay. So yeah, what you're going to see next are a series of videos. I wasn't great. This entire process has been very overwhelming for me, and very a lot of work. I've been doing a lot of this stuff by myself, or just with the help of family, and yeah, it's been a lot. It's been very overwhelming. There's been a lot of frustration and tears on my part, and just general sadness about some of the circumstances that led me here, and some buyer's remorse, all the things that happen to you when you make a big life decision. And yeah. Anyway, I'm making the best of it. I'm going to have you watch these clips. I think they're about, there's 3 or 4 of them, and I don't remember what I said in them. So if there's any duplicating of information, I'll be clipping those out, so you might see some edits. And then when you come back, I'll give you the latest, because I think the last video that I recorded was a few days ago, and every day I'm making progress on like getting settled. It's still pretty chaotic, but I'm getting there. So yeah, go watch and come back. Hi, welcome to my new home. I'm standing at the front door. Typical city, lots of locks. There's still a lot of work to do. I haven't moved in yet. These are the closets that I'm having renovated. So those doors are getting taken out, and basically that entire wall is closets. So I'm gonna make a wall of doors. I have new light fixtures coming. Sorry, I have like a lot of stuff. The kitchen is on its way. I've painted. I really need to give it a deep clean. The tiles and floor are pretty dirty. I've put on some new handles. So the old ones are still on this side here. It's a very 1980s kitchen with this butcher block. Don't look too close because it's a little wonky. This is an old building. Dishwasher, sink, stove. This wall in the back, I don't know why they didn't make a U-shaped kitchen, which I may do down the road, but in the back I'm gonna have some open shelves and, with frequently used items. But yeah, so this is like pretty much cleaned up and painted, repainted. It was a really ugly beige, but everything else is original to 1987, which was when the hotel was converted to apartments. And I believe that this 8x8 room was the elevator shaft for the service elevators. That's my guess. I'm gonna take you on down this way. Little tiny bathroom here in the midst of it being renovated. What am I doing in here? I'm replacing this because this is broken. All my paint from painting. I'm gonna put in a shower door right here. There was a curtain. I took it down, and I'm gonna put in a new wall cover there, cupboard. Pretty much everything else will stay. It really needs a good cleaning. The tile's kind of cruddy. So I'm gonna clean it up and see what I got. And yeah, I have a worker coming, so I'm gonna see, he may be able to replace some of these cracked tiles, I'm not sure. This is the living room. I'm putting in a new fixture. So very tall ceilings, 9-foot ceilings throughout, except the bathroom, which only has 8-foot ceilings for some reason. But this will be where my couch will go and my television setup. This is just a mess, so just forgive the mess. But you get the idea. There's very, very tall, bright windows. I do face a brick wall, an inner brick wall to the same building in these windows, and the kitchen and bathroom as well. But the bathroom, who cares? I'm not looking out. But the back has a view. Not a great view, but a view. This will be where my craft center will go, my crafting table and all that. And then on this side will be my dining room table, which is coming in a few days. This is, these are what you're looking at here, empty boxes that I need to break down. In this building, you have to break down boxes, flat pack them, and take them to the recycling area, which is in the building. But in the back is my new bathroom vanity and sink. a new ceiling fan for the kitchen, and this is my wall storage. I'm doing a black and white theme in the bathroom. And this room is gonna be painted white, probably a little bit more yellowy white, creamier white. That over here is my new lamp for this room, new chandelier, and you don't see a picture there, but that is my hallway lamp. My bedroom lamp is not here yet. Speaking of, this is my bedroom. I'm gonna be taking the ceiling fan down and I'm gonna be putting in a really pretty lamp, pendant lamp. I haven't painted in here yet. This ugly beige was the color of the entire apartment. It's really gross looking, very 80s. I'm not sure the last time anything was painted. That's my bedroom closet, which is also getting renovated. So I really can't do much in this room. I can't paint really. By the way, the curtains are not mine. They were left here. I will be taking them down, and the blinds as well. I have ordered new blinds and they'll be here in a week or so. I ordered blackout shades because I really like it dark when I sleep. But unfortunately, like, this door has some really cool features. It's solid wood. I'm pretty sure it's original to the hotel. But I'm gonna be taking it out because I'm gonna open up the closet to be full doors, because as it is, I've been complaining about the closets, I think, a little bit, but this is the condition of all the closets. It's just a shelf and a bar. I don't even know when this was fashionable to do. And this bedroom closet is also a little narrower than modern closets, but it's really high. See the ceiling? For now, I'm going to be keeping my bedroom door as is. I think it's beautiful. It's just not the style that I'm going to be decorating in. It may drive me crazy. I may replace it down the road. I do love these beautiful Art Deco details. And the building was a hotel. It was a Ritz-Carlton functioning as a hotel in the 1930s and 40s and 50s. But yeah, that's it. So that's the view back the other way to the front door. I have a lot of plans, which I'll share with you as I go. But I just wanted to give you this really quick update. And yeah, hope you enjoyed that. Okay, it's been about a week since I last recorded, I would say, maybe 5 days. Here's the situation. Move-in day is tomorrow. It's still a bit chaotic here. This is my kitchen. I've got my back wall shelves tentatively marked where they're gonna be, but I'm hoping by the end of today to get this all cleared off, those shelves up, this cleared off, because a lot of what is going there is sitting here on the counter. Yeah, this is gonna be my first night here. I have a new ceiling fan I haven't installed yet. I'm gonna be doing that in the next few days. One of my kitties is over here. He's kind of made himself a spot on this windowsill. Yeah, I put a blanket there for him. He's really scared. We've been here about an hour. So that is the story there. I have put my terrarium up there. I don't think that plant is doing very well. I don't know why. I'm gonna be seeing what's up. I've done nothing with the hallway because I didn't even paint, because the workers coming to put in bigger, wider, taller doors and closet inserts. So I'm gonna be moving without that situated, and it really sucks, but there was nothing I could do. I couldn't wait another few weeks for him to get his shit together to come. Bathroom, nothing has happened really. I've got to get this wall unit up. I think I'm doing that next. I'll get that up on the wall. Living room, very little. My plants are here. My cat is here. My cats. My little guy is hiding right there. There he is. So cute. Yeah, they're kind of freaked out because there's no furniture yet. But I I installed a new light switch. This one, I couldn't figure out. The wiring in this building is still very, very old. They're like as thick as my pinky finger. But I was able to figure out this switch, which is ideal because I'm gonna replace that lamp. I'm hoping to do that today. And in the bedroom, nothing much has happened except the painting is done. I have the same scenario with this closet, although I'm going to be putting the closet inserts myself in next week. And I stripped everything out and painted it. It's just an empty room, an empty chamber, I guess, so to speak. And I've got my little guy's stuff set up in here for now, just until they get acclimated, and then hopefully he'll be more integrated. He's not, of course, he's in the other room, but this is the situation here. It is so chaotic. It feels very chaotic. I brought some changes of clothes, a little bit of clothing for the next few days. Also going to be installing this light today, I hope. At least part of it, at least the part that lights up. But yeah, that is the situation here at the moment. Just like crap thrown everywhere at the moment. These are all lights actually here in these boxes, except for that box, that's cat stuff. So yeah, my job is to get organized. Oh, and this is a litter box table that I need to build, so I'm hoping to do that today too. And then all my stuff arrives tomorrow, and then it'll be more chaos. Okay, it's the morning after the move. This is the current situation. It's really, really rough, actually. My counters are still cluttered with stuff because I need to take care of them. Here's the perils of doing a DIY. I was trying to mount these shelves, and I ran into a problem. The screw won't go in any further because I think I'm hitting concrete or brick behind. It is a brick facade building, so it's likely that I'm hitting brick. Oh man, it's really a lot of trial and error. I mean, I think I can figure it out. They had a very heavy board, like heavier than these, wide, like as wide as 3 of those together, hanging here before. So there's got to be a way. I just have to figure it out. It's a lot. And my son told me I probably need storage unit, and he might be right. I'm fighting it right now though. I have so much stuff around. This closet though, these closets suck because I had plans for them to put in tall, high doors and wider doors, and that didn't happen before I moved. It will happen, it's just a matter of time. And I also had plans for all shelves in there so that I had lots of room for stuff. But I mean, I'm gonna show you what it freaking looks like over here. It's awful. Look, and this is after, look at that. This is after I put away a ton of stuff, and the light fixture still didn't get hung. My son said he'd come back to help me. I mean, my living room is kind of okay. Kind of okay. I mean, that chair obviously will come backwards once all this crap is gone. So that's my task today. I mean, these flat narrow boxes are all artwork, so once I get everything sort of situated, I could put those on the wall. But oh my goodness, I mean, otherwise it is looking really cute. I need to hang curtains. I have 2 boxes that are full of curtains, and the cat tree needs to get on the wall somewhere. I'm worried I'm gonna run into the same problem that I had before. Oh my goodness, look at my little guy. He's so cute. Yeah. His name is Egg. I don't think I introduced him yet, but I will. And my bedroom is okay. I just, hit a wall last night in terms of putting shit away. So there's a pile of clothes on the floor that need to get organized and put somewhere. and my desk needs to get organized. It's pretty empty right now, and my vanity also needs to get organized. But I mean, I slept here last night. It was nice. I need to hang curtains here too. It's a lot. It's a lot. Hi, beautiful. Take a nap up there. Do you want some dinner? Do you want some dinner, Mr. Meow? Why are you crying? Where are you? Oh, there you are. It's been a little while since I've done a video update. Here's the situation. This is his favorite spot. This is the front door. I think I showed this before, so I think this is where he's been laying, but I have to go down to recycling. This is my bathroom sink. This is my kitchen ceiling fan, still not installed, but soon. And what's gonna go here actually is a cabinet that will hold all my shoes, and my purse and stuff, and a shawl hanger will go here as well. So I just put these boxes here as a placeholder, so I have somewhere to put my stuff down when I come. The kitchen is in pretty good shape. I was able to clean off that counter because I finally got these up. There's a little trial and error. Turns out when you have dull drill bits, and sheetrock dulls drill bits very quickly, it's impossible to drill into wood with a dull bit. So I bought new bits, and that did the charm. That was the charm that worked. And yeah, so they're up, and I love them. I think it really elevates the space. There's the whole view. And yeah, really great. And so I was able to clear off those counters there. I have a touch more organizing to do. This box here, this Blue Apron box, has all my spices in it. And I have in one of these cupboards on this wall, glasses that belong in my bar. So I'll move those out and reorganize the food situation a little bit and make room for the spices. But yeah, this is pretty much set. I do have a new ceiling fan. This one's very old-fashioned, and all of those, who wants to clean a bunch of little lamps in a kitchen? So the one I got is a solid light on the bottom. That'll be very easy to clean versus like these grease balls that are so dirty. So my son will be coming next weekend. He's been here the last 2 weekends, so he's gonna come next weekend and he'll help me put up the new ceiling fan. I'm using it constantly because it is June, and the AC is window AC, and you know, I actually get a really great breeze. So as long as it stays under 80, I don't need to put on the AC at all, under 80 Fahrenheit. That rack right there goes into that back cupboard there so that I can organize some cooking specialty pans and stuff. So I just have to, you know, do that, make time to do that. And I have some jute in the corner there because I learned that if you have very big gaps in your wood floor, as I do in this room, you can use jute to fill them. That's what they did, the old shipbuilders did. So I'm gonna try it. It's something I need to make time for. Some exciting changes since I last videoed. My bedroom closet arrived. It's sitting here. I just don't have, I'm so exhausted from, my muscles are tired, my hands are swollen, it's terrible. So I just decided to let that sit for a few days and let myself heal a little bit. I think I'm gonna keep my hamper here. I don't know. Trying to figure it out. This is a little bookcase that I had in my other apartment that held my cookbooks, as you can see. But I also put some knitting and spinning books in there because those were in another cupboard, which you probably, if you have been watching for a while, you may remember. Yeah, so this is just easier. That bookcase was nearly empty. In here, in the bathroom, I've hung this cupboard. That was also an adventure and a half, getting it up. A couple trips to the hardware store. Yeah, and in this bathroom, everything's gonna be white wood, like the cupboard, and black. So I'll be replacing this. This whole unit is gonna go, and there's a white wood unit that's in the living room with black fixtures, and I will have a shower door. I can't remember if I told you this before. If I did, I'll cut it out. There's a rust stain spot in this tub. This tub is old. It's cast iron, enamel covered cast iron. So I have a guy coming tomorrow to refinish. He'll reglaze the enamel on the inside there. So that after that happens, then I can have a shower door and the fixtures and everything updated. And I also need to regrout the tiles, which he can do, this guy that's coming tomorrow. So I'm going to ask him about that. I did buy some short 12-inch pickled white wood shelves for back here for all my shampoo and stuff, soaps. Also, I have the litter box in this tub right now. It's not where I want to have it. It will be in the closet once those get renovated. Those are just such a mess right now. So this is a temporary solution. My plants seem to be loving it in here. So far, so good. I think they get good sun. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, just for a feel for how light it is. And the last thing that I'm putting in here, two things actually on this wall. I'm putting a towel rack here, which will be here tomorrow. And I'm putting in a mirror, a black framed mirror, just because I have it. And, you know, it'll make it look a little more open than it does right now. These are my terrible closets. Okay, in here. It's pretty well set. I mean, minus the step stool. And we have put up the new light fixture. I freaking love it. It's so pretty. I've become an electrician. Well, it dims. It's just really freaking pretty. Was not very expensive either. So well worth the expenditure. I started to hang some of the art. So I've got this piece which had been downstairs. I don't know if you're going to get a good view of it because of the reflection. It had been in my sister's living room. It's a piece done by a Newark artist who was making commentary on the destruction of Newark by bad business practices. So it's pretty cool. I love it. It's drawn on plans from a factory. And it was a whole show that was featured around that factory and the demise of it and how that really brought economic ruin to the city. Not just that factory, but many of them. Yeah, so that's set. I also put this up. Now you see why my hands are sore. I put this little cat jungle up on the wall. I was looking for a more elegant solution to my old cat tree. And this seems pretty cool. My little guy is very happy climbing up and down. My older guy, he loves being up there, but I think he's a little tentative about getting up there. So I've put him up there a couple times. He usually stays a few hours sleeping in that bed. And this is I call it rope bridge that I just put a blanket in because I've seen other people that have these things do that. This side of the room is still a disaster. I did unpack everything except the paintings and art that I have. That's in those big boxes. And the mirrors are back there too. But this is going to be my craft area. I just really need to work on organizing it. The yarn is pretty much put away, but it's in a very discombobulated, chaotic way. I just need to get back in there. When I get all these, a little more debris out of here, it'll be easier to work on it. This is the bar I was talking about. It's pretty well stocked. It has room for glasses down here. So I need to move the glasses, as I said. And the clock needs to get hung and stuff. What else have we done? In my bedroom, this is my cat. My little guy messes up my bed every morning, so I make it and then he messes it, so that's why it's messy. We hung this. So proud of myself for hanging this. So couple little things to do in here. The closet, of course, needs to get taken care of. Artwork needs to be hung. Curtains need to be hung. And my desk is not organized, so this is my work from home space now. It's not really organized. I have it shut. So this thing comes down, and then I have a desk where my laptop's in there and stuff. The vanity is pretty much set up. There's some art sitting there. There's a table sitting here that I need to build. That won't happen for a couple more days. That's about it. That's where I'm at with this whole space. And yeah, it's it's something else. It's been an adventure. Okay, it's June 25th. I'm gonna give you an update. Still his favorite spot to sleep, right by the front door. It's fine. I mean, it's quiet, I guess. I have to run these things down to the recycling center downstairs, including this. But I hung the black mirror here. The shoebox isn't here yet. That's a whole saga. And I hung my shawl hanger here. It just has 2 shawls on it because the rest are packed for summer storage. I'll get them out later in the fall. But my purse and then a few of my sandals and a broom. Closet scenario is still a freaking mess. I'm gonna show you what it looks like inside. Actually, I'll show you this one because it's the most comical. That is what they look like. That's my Christmas tree. And this is just packed to the gill. Boxes on boxes, crap I can never, yeah. This is my seldom used stuff. So like my Christmas stuff and a whole lot of jewelry supplies. That's the kitten pin. That's some artwork in a very, useful, it's sketches and stuff. But yeah, some big prints. Yeah. Oh, I got a fiber advent from Green Goat Ranch. It's a 6-day. I'm so excited. I opened it to see how it was packed and then shoved it in here for Christmas time. But yeah, here's the scenario with my closet renovation. The guy, the handyman who was gonna come, he's on vacation in Poland now. He went home to Poland for a month. So he won't be back until August now. So I'm stuck with these 2 closets being pretty useless. This one has more commonly used stuff in it. I did shove my winter clothes in there. And I do have my summer dresses in here, but I mean, the bottom is disgusting. I mean, that's my sewing stuff down there in that. And in these bins is linens actually are in there. Yeah, cat litter. It's a disaster. I am gonna redo this though, because the entire top of this one, it's open and empty, and I'm gonna stack my fiber boxes in here. So I'm gonna try to do that today. And that's the air mattress for when I have a guest. But yeah, I need to kind of rejigger that now that I know I'm gonna be here a month. I don't think anything has changed in here. Oh, I hung these seagulls. So these seagulls are part of a 10 seagull collection. Let me see if I can zoom in. That my dearest friend from college, his mother, she passed away several years ago, but she collected them. They're really cool. They're iron. They're made out of metal. And he gave the entire set to me. And then I think he had a little remorse, and he asked me if he could have them back if I wasn't going to use them. And I said, but I am going to use them. And I said, but I'll split them with you. So I chose 3 out of the 10. I'm going to give him the other 7. He wanted me to have some. He didn't want the whole collection. He just wanted to have it if I wasn't going to use them. I also don't think I really talked about this. This is a knife block. It's magnetic and it's holding my knives. It's a little small for the number of knives I have. I think the cleaver pushed it over the edge, but I love it. You could either buy 12 or 18 inch, and this is a 12 inch, which was fine until I bought the cleaver. I also didn't talk about the situation up here. So these ceilings are 9 feet, but the cupboards only go to 7 feet. So I bought these cotton baskets, these cotton storage baskets that are woven. They're really cool for extra stuff. And they've been so handy. So like I have all my extra table stuff there, like extra hand towels and all linens. That's like a linen basket. That one's extra paper towels and aluminum foil and plastic wrap, stuff like that. That's extra like seldom used cooking supplies. This is my grandmother's silver here, and this beautiful bowl is a bowl that was gifted to my mother and father when they got married in 1960. I freaking love it. How cool is it? It's just amazing. I feel really glad to have it. But I pretty much have these shelves situated the way they're gonna remain. And my most recent acquisition here is this coffee pot. Whoops, sorry about my finger getting in there. This coffee pot right here. I also, I think if you remember from the beginning video, very first video of the place, all the windows had been covered with this no see-through like frosted glass, this transparency stuff that you just stick on the window. I think the former tenants did that, and I've replaced them with up-down shades that I got from Select Blinds. I'm also, by the way, if I mention any place that I got anything, I'm unsponsored, completely unsponsored as always here. So the shelves, these open shelves, I got them from an Etsy dealer. If you're interested, actually maybe I'll try to remember to put it in the description box. They're so beautiful. I love them so much. It's from a guy who lives in upstate New York. Whenever I'm ordering anything from a crafts person, I always try to look the most local, like closest to me, more so that I'm not waiting so long for shipping. But yeah, I have more of those cotton baskets up there. I also put my Dutch oven up there. These cupboards, I don't think I really talked about it before, but these cupboards are really freaking awful. Like, they're very narrow, so they're all very like 1980s. I can't fit my dinner plates in here. They're too big. So my dinner plates are down here in this drawer, and I also have a basket of napkins in the back. I'm trying to use cloth napkins. I'm 100% using cloth napkins, sorry. I've also been really playing around with coffee, so I have a pour over, I have a French press, and I have a mocha pot, which you probably saw on the stove. These are all my mugs. I got these from Yamazaki House. So Yamazaki House is a Japanese homeware store. They're online, but I think they also have some brick and mortar shops around the US and probably in Tokyo and other Japanese places. But they're amazing for small spaces, so I found them very, very handy for this. But yeah, dinner plates don't fit. It's really terrible. I mean, these are very narrow shelves, and then I guess they did that so that there was light down here, but these days now they build these out and then they put light underneath. So I don't know if I do a kitchen reno, maybe. I didn't really work on the jute. I did do one section, which let me see if I can show you. That's what it looks like. Like, look at that. It's pretty cool. I just experimented. It's gonna take some time, so because you have to dig out the old grout and then put the jute in. I mean, and the grout here is super old, and it came out no problem. I also discovered these are really freaking cool. They go on whenever the light is low, so they're like, they have a sensor right there, and they just fit over your outlet, so you don't have to use a plug. You don't have to take a plug with a stupid little light so that you get light. So those are on all night. They're really bright too. I have one here and one in the bathroom, and they light up the whole hallway. I've been keeping this stool here. It's just kind of nice. There's nowhere to sit down in here, and it's kind of nice when I'm waiting for, to cook something, to be able to sit down. And also my cat uses it to jump up into that corner there. He still likes to do that. I mean, it means sometimes he's sitting on the counter, but I don't do any food prep on this side anyway. This is just putting things in and out of the microwave. I have nowhere to put these. There's just nowhere in this kitchen to store those. Also, I've had a few other surprises with this little apartment. Like, all the appliances are ancient. They're awful. Like, they're low line, low quality. The stove, when I use it, it heats up completely. Like, the entire surface is hot to touch. It's ridiculous. Like, I really need to replace it, but it's $1,000 to replace it. And I got a cat instead. I'm just kidding. I didn't know I had to replace that. Also, the dishwasher is a piece of shit. It sounds like a freight train. Yeah, that has to be replaced. But I want to redo the whole kitchen at some point. So I'm just kind of sitting on those items for now. There's my mocha pot. And this is the carafe that goes with the drip. So I just got the drip yesterday. I was going to try to do pour over, but it really makes like a different cup of coffee. I don't really like all that much. So... And it's a little more work, a little slower process. So I've been just drinking espresso every day using the mocha pot. Oh, if you have a mocha pot, this is super handy. This plate, I got it from Amazon. I think it was like $10 or $12, but it's a copper metal plate, really thick. You put it over your gas burner and it evens out the heat. You can use it with your mocha pot or any pot, anything that you want for the heat to be even, and then you don't end up with like this section in the middle that doesn't have heat. So it's really, really handy. But yeah, those are my tips and tricks for in here. All right, let me take you down the hall. I think I have a couple other things to show you. So I ended up moving my hamper and I put my robotic vacuum here instead. This is Gustav. He's my vacuum. He's been my vacuum for quite some time, but he's awesome. This is Neato brand, as opposed to iRobot. It's a D shape, which makes it a little more efficient for edges than the iRobot, which is round. And the other thing about Neato is that they go up and down the room like this, like back and forth like this, in that sort of pattern, where the iRobot just kind of zigzags all over the place. This thing will also remember your room, and it'll remember where the furniture is, and it won't, like, after it does its first round and bumps into things, it doesn't bump into them anymore. So it's really cool. All right, in the bathroom. In the bathroom, I hung the towel rack. So now this is towel storage. Essentially, it's really cool. Just this big industrial L shaped, U-shaped rather, thing that just holds all my extra towels. My hand towels are rolled up there. And there's actually room for a couple more. I'm not gonna squeeze them in. I could put my washcloths, I guess. And I decided against hanging the mirror here. Instead, I'm gonna hang some art there. I have more art that I know what to do with. So also no update on this because the guy's gone, and I'm now gonna look for somebody else to take care of this for me because I can't wait until he comes back in August, and he might not even do the work until September. So that's really annoying. The storage unit, we put frosted, my lovely soon-to-be daughter-in-law put transparent frosted stuff on the back of the glass just to hide all the crap I have in there. And I've edited a bit. I've gotten rid of some stuff. I'm probably going to do more editing. So I have a lot of someday stuff, which really is driving me crazy. Like, my someday stuff has to be at the store, not in my apartment. I just don't have the room. I did hang some art. Those are some beautiful pieces by my son. One of my sons, Jesse. He did them when he was like 4 and 5. Oh my God, the fishes, not this. But I kind of did this like water theme of art in here. So these water tank art I bought on Etsy so long ago, but the artist is still selling. I bought it for less than $100. Her work sells for almost $2,000 now. So I feel like I got my investment out of that. Okay, in here, it's still a mess over here. It's freaking driving me nuts. So I'm going to try to redo that closet so I can get some of these fiber bins put away. Because they were meant to be in that closet all along, or one of the closets. And I'm going to put the toolbox away because I'm pretty much done building stuff. And then a lot of what is left here, art that needs to go up, some fiber that I'm going to be spinning, not this big blue pack. This big blue pack is going, I'm donating it to a friend of mine who is running, I'll talk about it later, for Tour de Fleece. I'm donating it for prizes for Tour de Fleece because it's 2 pounds of fiber. I'm never going to spin it because it's just not my style. 2 pounds of fiber would take me months to spend. I prefer things like this that have more color variation and stuff, so I'm donating that to Sarah, and she's going to card it or whatever into other things. I got my chairs for my table. My table's so pretty. I love it so much. I don't really think you've seen it, but it's white legs with this wood top. Really nice. Trust me. It's just covered right now. Maybe I'll show it to you some other time. Yeah, and I did hang curtains here, but it turns out my curtains are way too short they're also uneven. Thank you, Pottery Barn. Yeah, they wouldn't take them back. It's such a disaster. Anyway, I've had those curtains like 15 years. So I ordered new ones. They're coming. They're actually here. I have to just hang them. I hung the same up-down shades, so you can actually compress those shades down to a narrow bar anywhere you want, but they'll go all the way up or all the way down. But this gives me some privacy from the apartment that's across the way there. But it also lets the light in because I do get excellent light from, because I'm on the top floor. So there's, it's right there, the skylight. So I can see the rain and the weather and all that. My little guy snoozing up there. That's become his favorite snooze spot. And he snoozes pretty much during the day at the time that I would normally be working. This is where I'm filming today. So there you go. That's my setup for now. This is a sculpture that I made so long ago when I was in grad school. It's going to get hung. It's really gorgeous. It's really fun. It's very cool. I love it so much. It's one of my more successful pieces. It was when I was first learning how to forge steel. So yeah, you probably didn't know that about me, but I was a steel worker for a while. But yeah, I'm going to hang that globe up above the bridge there, like high enough that they can't, this one, my other one won't pay any attention to it. This guy can't reach it or get onto it, but yeah, just somewhere to put it, because it is meant to hang, so it kind of like points out of the wall like these things. So why not put it where other things are pointing out of the wall? Yeah, this is tiring. It's really tiring to look at clutter, I find. I like everything neat and put away, and I'm really dying to get into the cupboards behind and straighten that out and organize it better, because it's really unorganized. Really unorganized. I did set up my ball winder today just because I have a Stanwood ball winder, and it's just such a huge, clunky, awkward piece of equipment that having it not set up is awful. So I just attached it to the bench, and I was like, I'll figure this out later. This thing right here, this metal thing, this gets hung on the wall. So right now it's sitting on the bench, but it gets hung on the wall. And when it's hung on the wall, it won't look like it does right now. I just put a lot of these little mementos and sculptures and stuff inside the cupboards. But once I get it to the wall, it will be filled with some cool mementos, and it'll look very artsy and stuff. And I have these other really cool shelves that are right there. You really can't see them too well, that I thought I would put there. They kind of come out of the wall. I don't know if I'm going to do it. There were 3. There's only 2 here. I don't know where the third one is. I shoved it in some box somewhere, and I'm just not sure where it is. So I don't know if I'm gonna do that. My bobbin, my what do they call it? Katie, right? No, Katie. I can't remember. Oh my gosh, my brain is mush. It fell from its perch, and I had to glue it right here. So I think it'll be fine. I actually looked at it after it fell, and I was like, oh, I could put packing tape there. Yeah, I hung some art. Oh, if you're seeing like blue tape on the wall, that's all where I need to do touch up. I did do my closet, so let me show you. not that great because the doors need to be bigger, but it does have, I do have the double hung, plenty of hanging space for my clothes. There's actually more room in the back that I just don't have anything there. And I have a few more shoes here until my shoe cupboard comes. But here's the problem with the door being too narrow for the space and too low. I cannot get these bins, even this one, I can't get it in and out of the space without taking a shelf off. To get those in, I had to take these 2 shelves out and bring them in this way and then tilt them and move them up and over. And there's like 2 stacks, three rows of 2. So 2 there, 2 there, 2 there. It's a nightmare. So, I mean, these are all my wool sweaters. Luckily, it's not winter. I keep them all in bins because I've had some bad experiences with critters, with moths. So that jerk who's supposed to redo my closets better be back here, by August or September to redo them so I can access all this stuff. I mean, I'm assuming what it's gonna mean is that I'm gonna have to take everything out while he does the, so he's gonna open the door. The molding will move to here, to this spot right here, and then up a foot. So it'll go up a foot higher so that I can put things in and out. But at least the insert is in. I did order, so this shelf right here is too long to fit where it's supposed to. It's supposed to drop down to shelf things. And it's, so it's too long for that. And it's really too short to be there. I have it propped for now and it's going to be fine because I'm not going to be moving anything other than taking things on and off the racks. So I ordered another one that should be the right size, and then I'm going to get a second one that'll go here. And there's a long dress in there, or like a dress in there. And then what I'll be able to do, put on that shelf, is what I did in my old apartment, which was I had a shelf there, and I put my small clothes, like my bras and underwears, on those shelves, so that then when I'm getting dressed, everything that I need to put on is in the same place. I do have a dresser, and right now my bras and underwear are in this top drawer, and it would be really great to have access to have another drawer to keep stuff in, because I have other stuff that's here that could be, in baskets and bins that could be in there, and then maybe this space will those shelvings will become more useful. So I think that's it. That is all I've got at the moment. Maybe what you didn't see too, I did rearrange the rugs. I have 2 of these rugs right here, this like floofy one. I ended up taking one out and just putting, keeping one like this. Oh, and this box. This was in my closet up till yesterday when we hung the bedroom closet. That's shoes and mostly boots, like winter shoes. So if that shoe cupboard comes, wait, I promised to tell you about the shoe cupboard. The shoe cupboard that's going to go right there where the bathroom sink is. That shoe cupboard, I ordered it not knowing that it's custom. They're custom made, and they are custom made in China, and then they put them on a slow boat to the US. So mine is on a slow boat to the US. It's been on a slow boat to the US for like 5 weeks. So if I'd have known that, I would have ordered the freaking thing a long time ago, because I knew I was going to have something like that, because I knew I was going to be living in a smaller space. So we didn't put up the hall light yet, just because the guy, when he comes to redo the closets, it's just going to be a mess, and perhaps it just won't be worth doing. Oh, and the tile in the bath. So the bathtub is done. It looks beautiful. I don't know if you can really see it. I have the plunger there because I have a slow drain I'm trying to work on. But he didn't do the tile. He's coming on Wednesday to do that. So yeah, so from here on in, it should be you know, littler things, not so out of control. But yeah, I'm gonna go back to just a wrap up now. So yeah, now you've seen the whole process. I hope it wasn't too boring to watch. I find it interesting, I guess maybe because I'm going through the whole scenario of like fixing up a place and so next time I'll talk about knitting. It'll be a more traditional in like 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks time. I'll do a regular knitting update. I was knitting pretty consistently up until the move, and then once I moved, it's just been so chaotic, and I've been using my hands a lot. They're still a little swollen, and they're very sore from putting on the shelves, like hanging things like this, and just this apartment. Like, what I've learned is that the walls in some places are just sheetrock, but in where it's an older wall that's been here since, you know, the place was built in the 1920s, it's sheetrock in front of plaster, in front of brick or concrete. So drilling in to hang up anything has really been something else, an adventure. But now that I know that, the trick about the drill bits really was a game changer for me. So now that I realized that drill bits do wear out pretty quickly using sheetrock, I've just been like cycling through them, just like using them and throwing them away, and, you know, recycling them, sending them to recycle and all that. So I really haven't enjoyed the neighborhood too much. I did find a really cool little bike shop. I brought my bike. I do have a bike. You may remember, if you've been watching since the pandemic times, I had a little daily blog that I did that summer of the pandemic, and I went biking frequently. So I have this bike. The bike I have is like 25 years old, but it's in awesome shape. I've been able to maintain it and stuff. And this building has a bike storage room, so I didn't have to keep it in the apartment. So it's in its new home downstairs, living its best life with other bikes. I haven't been able to go out biking yet, or do any, I really haven't lived life yet. I've just been living this scenario of organizing, unpacking, organizing, reorganizing, throwing boxes away, hanging stuff up. It's just like, I can't wait for it to be over and I can just get back to living my life again. I haven't actually gone to New York yet from here. I'm trying to arrange a dinner with a friend next week, so that will mean getting on the ferry in the evening and heading over to have dinner. I'm really looking forward to seeing what that whole process is like, because I'm right along this main corridor that goes between the Lincoln Tunnel and the George Washington Bridge. There's a bus stop right in front of my building. It makes it really, really easy to get into the city. I'm like 10 minutes from Port Authority here, or I can take the ferry over, about a 5-minute bus ride to the ferry, then, or shuttle bus ride to the ferry, then an 8-minute ferry ride, and then I'm in Midtown within like 15 minutes of gorgeous, fun. Yeah, I'll film it when I do it, because it is really fun to be out on the Hudson River, crossing that body of water between New Jersey and New York. It's really cool. It never gets old. I remember doing it when I lived here in this area 20 years ago. So that is where I'm at. Sorry about the lack of knitting content, but I can't remember, for example, like the pink throw that you saw in some of the clips and on the cat tree that's now living on the cat tree. If you saw that, I have to go look at my notes and figure it out. But yeah, I haven't been doing too much knitting lately just because my hands have been so sore. But, I'll heal and it'll get better. And yeah, I hope to have more things to share with you knit-wise and getting back into the groove of doing regular videos very, very soon. I hope you're well. I hope, things are moving along, and you're not having any bad surprises, only good and happy surprises. So, or no surprises if you don't like surprises. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful next couple weeks, and I will see you again very soon.